People versus Elijah Simmons. Mr. Jadala.
For your Honor, Sam Jadala, P62186, appearing on behalf of Mr. Simmons. Your Honor, at this time, we respectfully request to adjourn the pretrial so I can review some discovery. Me and Mr. Simmons have exchanged contact information. So once I receive discovery, we can go over such. I just respectfully request if the plea remains open. We're just asking for the pretrial just so I have enough time to review the documents and go over them with Mr. Simmons.
That's fine. Mr. Simmons, can I get an email and a cell phone number for you?
Yes, SIMMO335@msu.edu.
And SIMM, is it an O or a 0?
Oh, like my last name, SIMMO.
Okay, okay. Let me make that notation, only because it's right before the 335. I want to make sure they put it in the system right. And your cell phone number?
585-880-9721.
585 is the first three.
Yes, then 880-9721.
I got the rest. All right, and I'm going to adjourn this to May the 6th at 9:40. And that'll be Judge Oakley's docket.
Thank you, Judge.
So it's going to be courtroom number 2 when you call. Did you call in through the website, Mr. Simmons?
Yes, you said May 6th, and that's online too?
It is online. Yep, it'll be at 9:40, and it'll be courtroom number 2 instead of courtroom number 3. It'll be with Judge Oakley, okay?
Okay.
And you're all set for today.
Thank you.
All right. Yep, have a great day.
You too. Bye. No. So I spoke to the
And then we have Mr. Cyprian on the iPhone. What's your last name? What's your last name?
Taylor, Taylor.
Taylor.
Yeah.
Hang on just a second. Brent,
Yes.
let me pull your file. It's an airport case. There's an offer in the file that if you plead guilty to this, they'll recommend a deferred sentence for a period of 4 months. Upon successful completion of that 4-month period, payment of $400 in costs, this case will be dismissed. You can take that plea if you'd like. I have Mr. Jadala on here, who's our court-appointed attorney, who can talk to you about this case. Would you like to speak to him?
Yeah.
Mr. Jadala?
Yes, Judge.
For Mr. Taylor, it's assault and battery. It's set at 9:30. The offer
got
is deferred for 4 months, $400.
Got it.
Mr. Taylor, all you're gonna, and Mr. Jadala, if you go back to room number 2, I'll send him there. All you have
Thank
to
you.
do, sir, is hit join, and the court-appointed attorney will meet you in a private breakout room to have a conversation with you, okay? And Mr. Cipriani, I'm gonna pull your file. Are you there? Can you hear me? Mr. Cipriani, you gotta unmute yourself.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Is that your last name?
Yes, ma'am.
I think you're in the wrong place. What time is your case set for?
9:30, excuse me, 9:30 with Mr. Mays.
Yeah, you're not on my docket. So that is what department is it? Do you know?
I seen you last time, Your Honor.
Yeah, that doesn't necessarily mean that you see me this time. Michelle, will you look up Michael Cipriani? Michael, last name Cipriani. Is it a Romulus ticket?
Yes, ma'am.
Judge Oakley. Go to courtroom number 2. Go back on the website and go into courtroom number 2.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
Mr. Jadala, are you ready on Mr. Taylor's case?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, Mr. Taylor is going to take the plea
Yeah,
that's being offered.
I gotta get him back. Hang on. He's lost. There he is. Go ahead, Mr. Jadala.
Your Honor, Mr. Taylor would like to avail himself to the plea that's being offered, 4-month deferral, $400. He understands, Your Honor, that he's waiving his rights by doing such.
Do you understand, sir, by pleading guilty, you're giving up your rights as listed in the advisory rights form? And is it true that on December the 27th, you were at the airport and you had an incident where you assaulted someone, unconsented shove, unconsented touching, push, shove, something like that?
Yes, I understand.
And is that true? Is that what happened?
Yes, on top of them firing me about the situation. But yeah.
Okay. I'll accept your plea. I'll defer it for the 4 months. Do you need a payment plan or can you pay the $400 within 30 days?
I'm gonna need more time because I'm still waiting on my stimulus for that. So I'm gonna need more time.
Can I do $100 a month payment plan?
Sure, that's fine.
Okay, and then you'll pay the $100 a month, and then when you're done paying, it'll end up being dismissed. Let me see if I've got I need your cell phone number and your email so we can set up the payment plan.
Okay, phone number is 313-658-4. Wait a minute. I forgot the last 4 digits. At the 313-658-4183. 4183, if I'm not mistaken.
4183, and your email?
DEVOL Taylor 15 @gmail.com.
Did you say, what was the number, 15?
15 @gmail.com.
15, yep, at Gmail. Okay. We'll do $100 a month payment plan, make the payments, no trouble, and it'll be just, we'll pull your record and dismiss it, okay?
Okay, so after 4 months, it'll just be dismissed.
We'll pull it and dismiss it, yep. You don't
Okay.
have to come, you don't have to reappear, but make sure you make the payments, all right?
Okay.
All right, you're all set for today.
Okay.
Miss Leach, good morning. Can you hear me? You have to unmute yourself, lower left.
I'm so sorry, Judge. Thank you.
You know what? I spend my life saying unmute yourself. It's fine. I actually have a mug that says, please unmute yourself. Not using it today, but I do have one.
I'm
I have
sorry.
an offer from the prosecutor that if you plead to a no operator's license on person, which would be a $345 ticket, plus you have some late fees, so it'd be more than that, that the other cases will be dismissed. You can take that plea if you would like. I can have you talk to Mr. Jadala, who is our court-appointed attorney who's sitting here. It's up to
I'll
you.
take that. I'll take that deal, actually. That'd be wonderful.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up your rights as listed in the advice of rights form?
Yes, I do.
And is it true that on or about June the 30th of 2019, you were at the airport, you didn't have a valid driver's license in your possession?
That's correct.
It is a $200 ticket. The state adds $145. It looks like there's also $100 in bench warrants and late fees and a clearance to get your license back. So it's actually a total of $490. The
Okay.
other two files that are dismissed have clearances on them too. You can
Okay.
pay that whenever you want, but it's another $90. It's $45 per file.
Okay.
Yeah, I
I
on the
definitely
other
would
two. So the total that if you want to get all your clearances is actually going to be $580.
580.
Do you need a payment plan or can you pay that within 30 days?
I can pay it within 30 days.
I'm going to make a notation and pay it within 30 days. You can mail it into the court. You can come live to the court and pay it, or you can go online and pay it.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're all set. Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Good morning, Mr. Washington. How are you?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Let me pull your file. Hang on one second. Mr. Washington, I have your file in front of me. The prosecutor's offering a deferred sentence for 3 months upon the successful completion of a 3-month period and payment of $300 in costs. This case would be dismissed. You can take that plea. I have Mr. Jadala on if you would like, our court appointed attorney this morning. If you would like to speak to him,
Okay.
what would you like to do?
What is it again, Your Honor?
A deferred sentence for 3 months and it's $300 in costs.
What is the sentencing?
It would be deferred, like you have to pay $300. We hold the file for 3 months. If you don't get in trouble, it costs you the $300, but it'll be dismissed.
Oh, okay.
And so you can take that plea, or if you want, you can talk to Mr. Jadala if you have any questions.
Okay. May I talk to Mr. Jadell, please?
Absolutely. Sam, did you hear it?
I
Mr.
did, Judge.
Jadala, did you hear it?
I did.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna go back to courtroom. Go back to breakout room number 2. Mr. Washington, just hit join
Okay.
and he'll meet you there.
Okay.
Are you ready, Mr. Jadala?
We are, Your Honor.
People versus Corey Washington.
Your Honor, I've had the opportunity to speak with Mr. Washington. He'd like to avail himself to the plea, Your Honor, and he understands the rights he's waiving by pleading guilty to one count of disorderly person under a deferred sentence, Judge.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, sir, that you're giving up your rights as listed in the advice of rights form, as Mr. Jadala has explained?
Yes, Your Honor.
And is it true that on December the 20th, you were at the, of last year, you were at the airport and you were acting in a disorderly fashion?
Yes, Your Honor.
I'll accept your plea. I'll defer it for 3 months, assess the $300. Can you pay that within 30 days?
Question, is it possible I can do payment arrangement?
I can do $100 a month. Is that okay?
That's fine.
So that you'll be done in 3 months. Can I get a cell phone number and an email so we can set up a payment plan?
313-530-0916.
And an email.
Corey Washington, COREY, then Washington 020 @gmail.com.
Perfect. We will send you a payment plan, make the payment plan monthly, and then we'll dismiss it at the end of the 3 months, okay?
Okay, and I have another question.
Yep,
This won't affect me being able to fly out the airport, will it?
no,
Okay.
No.
Okay.
all right?
All
Okay,
right.
perfect. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Good morning, Miss Sensi. How are you? And Lauren's iPad, what's your last name?
Last name is Williams, Your Honor.
First name?
Lauren, Lauren.
Hang on 1 second.
No problem.
I got it. All right. Miss Williams,
Yes,
I have
ma'am.
an offer from the prosecutor that if you plead guilty to this charge, they'll recommend a deferred sentence for a period of 3 months upon successful completion of the 3-month period, payment of $300 in costs. This case will be dismissed. You can take that plea. If you would like to, you can talk to our court-appointed attorney about your options.
No, Your Honor, honestly, that sounds wonderful to me. And
Okay.
hopefully I can expedite the payment.
That's fine. Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up your rights as listed in the advice of rights form?
Correct. Yes, Your
And
Honor.
is it true that you were at the airport on November the 27th of last year and that you breached the security? You went through an area without a badge?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
It is a $300 ticket. Can you pay that within 30 days?
Yes, ma'am.
And then no trouble for the 3 months, pay the $300 and we'll dismiss it. You don't have to come back. You can make the payment online. You can bring it live to the court, or if
Okay.
you would like, you could pay it, mail it in.
Okay.
Okay,
I'm very
you're-
close to the courtroom. Thank you.
You're all set. Have a wonderful day.
You do the same. Thank you.
Miss Sensi, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
People versus Kristen Sensi. Miss Manarino, is there an
We're
offer
waiting.
on Miss Sensi's case?
Yeah, we're waiting on Mr. Mays on Miss Sensi's case,
Oh.
Your Honor.
I apologize. I do have Mr. Mays listed on this. I apologize. As soon as Mr. Mays shows up, Miss Sensi will do it, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Yep, just hang out.
Okay.
Judge, I'm gonna take a 5-minute bathroom break if you don't mind.
Yep, go ahead.
Thank you, Judge.
thank you, because that makes.
Mr. Greenwood, what case are you on?
Leon Woodard,
What time?
I think it was at 9:40.
Oh, Leon Woodward, did you say? Yep, I got it. Are you expecting him?
I don't think so. I just got retained, so I just found out I was just gonna ask for adjournment.
Let me pull it. Hang on just a second. Yeah, can you email Heather or did you already email Heather an appearance?
What's the email for there?
It's H Mortsfield at 34th District Court.
I'm sorry, H?
Mortsfield, Mortzfield.
TFIELD, okay,
Mortz, Mortz,
okay.
FIELD at 34th District Court -mi.org. Do you want to break out with Mr. Mena before we give a date? There's no offer. It's a straight up on the assault and battery. Did you want 5 minutes with Mr. Mena?
Oh, could I please?
Yep. You got it,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Mena?
Yes, Your Honor.
On the Galaxy Note 9, what case are you here on? What's your last name? Unmute lower left. What's your last name?
Fader, Fader, first name Benjamin.
Hang on just a second. I have your file and Miss Manarino, what's the offer on Mr. Fader?
Straight up to the impaired and amend failure to stop to failure to report.
Mr. Jadala, are you there? Mr. Fader, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with our court-appointed attorney, Mr. Jadala.
I have a attorney already.
Who is it?
George Garris.
Okay, then we will wait. What's the last name?
Garris, Garris.
We will wait for Mr. Garris then. So just hang out, and as soon as he jumps on, we'll do it, okay?
All right, thank you.
Have you spoken to him, Miss Manarino?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, all right, just hang out.
Okay.
Did I miss anything, Judge?
Nope, we're all good.
Thank you, Judge.
Good morning, Mr. Mays. I have Miss Sensi on here. Have you had a chance to speak to Miss Manarino?
I'm George Garris, Your Honor.
I'm not
Unless-
speaking to you, Mr. Garris.
Oh,
I'm
I'm sorry.
speaking to Attorney Mays.
Okay.
Thank you. I'll recognize you in just a minute.
Okay,
Mr.
I'm sorry.
Mr. Mays?
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning. William Mays on behalf of Ms. Sensi. Yes, the prosecutor and I have had an opportunity to talk. The only question is whether or not she's going to do what I asked her to do. Oh, can I have a quick breakout with her really quick?
Yep,
I've got a compelling story for her.
I figured you
Okay.
always do.
Thank you,
All
Your Honor.
right, Miss Manarino, go back to 1.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Mr. Mena, did you do your breakout with counsel on Woodard?
I did, Your Honor. There's some facts and circumstances revolving around this case that I explained to Mr. Woodard. I've sent him over the police report. He's going to review it. We're just going to ask that we adjourn this. We're going to try to see if we can get it resolved.
Mr.
Greenwood, yes.
Greenwood, is May the 6th at 9:50 work for you?
It sure does.
All right, and that'll be with Judge Oakley in courtroom number 2.
Okay, that's fine. And that's at what time?
May the 6th at 9:50. And did you say that you're going to send over an appearance?
Yes, ma'am. My P number is P56556, Emmett Greenwood, but I'm gonna send it today.
I am going to write it down though.
Well, if you can't trust your lawyer, who can you trust?
Yeah, exactly. All right, thank you very much. You're all set for
All right,
today.
thank you, Judge. You have a great day.
Thanks. You too. And on People versus Kristen Sensi, now I apologize. Mr. Garris on Mr. Fader.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm sorry I interrupted you. I didn't realize the
You're
procedure.
fine. I actually though, I need Miss Manarino back because she's on this case. She's in the breakout with Mr. Mays. So if you hold on just a second.
Sure.
And then we'll go from there. And then on the Galaxy Note 9, I apologize that, or you are Mr. Fader.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. Yep. Just hang out. Miss
Okay.
Meadows, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Are you Christopher Meadows?
Yeah, that's me.
All right, I'll get with you in just a second. Miss Manarino, Mr. Mays on Kristen Sensi.
Yeah, Judge, unfortunately, the prosecutor is refusing to reduce. Ms. Sensi and I had a long conversation last night. We're going to avail ourselves of the prosecutors. We're going to tender a guilty plea based upon the fact that we were able to get the implied consent resolved with the police and prosecutor's assistance. So,
Okay.
so I've
what's
advised Ms.
is
Sensi.
the offer?
There is no offer. It's just OWI. And Ms. Sensi is going to plead guilty to it.
Do you understand, ma'am, by pleading guilty, you're giving up your rights as listed in the advice of rights form that you're not going to have a trial of any kind, that you're going to plead guilty to this charge? Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And is it true that on or about November the 16th of last year, you were in Van Buren Township and you consumed alcohol before getting behind the wheel of the vehicle that you were driving?
Yes, Your Honor.
As a result of your consumption of alcohol, your ability to drive was substantially affected?
Yes.
You took a breathalyzer and blew above the legal limit?
I had a lab draw done.
Okay.
Blood, yeah.
Do you know what the results were?
I'm not sure what they
No,
were.
no, Mr. Mays, Ms.
Yeah,
Manarino.
0.38.
Okay. Ooh. Really?
She's very, she doesn't have a lot of weight, Judge. That's the issue. So we've talked about this extensively.
Okay. Any history?
No, I mean, she weighs 105 pounds though. And so the amount of alcohol that she consumed was less than a pint.
She didn't blow a 3-8 and drink less than a plate, Mr. Mays.
It was. I did the math. I did a back calculator and less than a pint, and that's where it puts her.
All right. I mean, obviously with such a high blow, if there's any violations in probation, I would look to move her to my sobriety court because. you know,
Understood. Understood.
Do you understand this plea?
Yes, Your
And
Honor.
is it voluntary? Anybody promise you or threaten you to get you to plead guilty in this matter?
No, Your Honor.
I'll accept your plea. Probation will be in contact. I need your cell phone number and your email for probation to contact you.
Okay, it's 734-604-2795.
And an email?
It's my name, Kristen Sensi @gmail.com.
Mr. Mays, Ms. Rapp will be in contact with a sentencing date.
Okay. All right. I've got
Ms.
a couple
Sensi,
of
they're
other
gonna send you
cases.
some paperwork. Make sure you fill it out and then you'll have a conversation with probation like this and then we'll sentence you, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All
And
right,
Ms.
you're
Sensi,
welcome.
I'll give you a call here in about a couple of minutes, okay?
Okay.
Okay, you're all set. Ms. Manarino, I have Mr. Garris on Benjamin Fader's case. Mr. Garris, my understanding is from the prosecutor that the offer is impaired and amending the failed to stop to a failed to report. Would you like to have a conversation with your client and or with Ms. Manarino?
Yeah, I guess I should talk to my client. If Ms. Manarino wants to talk for a few minutes, that would be good too, but I want to talk to him quick, like, so he knows.
Let
what's
me
going on.
let me have you talk to him first and then we'll go
Okay.
from there.
Okay, that sounds good.
I'm gonna stick you in number one, just hit join, both of you. All right,
Okay.
Thank you, Your
Thank
Honor.
you.
you're welcome. And I have Christopher Meadows on, Miss Manarino.
We're waiting on.
Is there an offer on Mr. Meadows?
Yeah, Judge, we're waiting on Mr. Hill on that, and I do need to speak with him before we move
Oh,
forward.
I have Ryan Hill. I apologize. No worries. Mr. Meadows, we'll wait for your attorney. Do you understand?
Okay.
Okay, and Mr. Glaza. Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you?
I'm good. What case are you on?
Carlos Lopez Rodriguez.
Rodriguez. Hang on.
It's scheduled for arraignment.
I don't, what time is it set at?
10 a.m.
Oh, because it's under Lopez, that's why.
Mm.
Got it.
Yeah, it's
All right.
hyphenated.
Is your client with you?
He is not. He's
Oh,
actually.
you know what? I think this is him right now.
Okay. And then I had to inform the court last week that we are going to need a Spanish language translator.
Yeah, Michelle, do we have an interpreter? Okay, so we have to wait for the interpreter too.
Okay.
Is this your client?
I don't see his name labeled. I don't know if it's labeled as something else.
It says Nudie Lopez.
Yep, that's right. That's it. Thank you.
Oh, that's his middle name.
That's right.
Does he speak any English?
Yes, he does. He speaks,
Okay, just asking, so when he connects, if I can have,
Yeah, he speaks enough to get by, but just for the purpose of the court, I wanted to interpret.
Yep, no, absolutely. So we have to wait for the, interpreter.
Okay, no problem. Thanks, Your Honor.
Up and there he is. Do you need a breakout room with the interpreter first, Mr. Glaza?
Not necessarily. I think he pretty much knows the drill, and
Okay.
this is just an arraignment, so I think it's just going to be.
No, it's not. It's set
advice.
for an arraignment pretrial. It is not
Oh,
just an
okay.
arraignment.
I would like to speak to the prosecutor if I could have an opportunity. That'd be great.
Okay.
Thanks.
Miss Manarino, what is impaired the offer anyway?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, I'm gonna stick you in a breakout room with Mr. Glazer. I'm gonna move you to 2, Angela.
Okay. thanks.
And Mr. Glaza, if you go ahead and hit join.
Thank you.
And Mr. Is it Negron?
Yes.
And
Thank
Mr. Lopez, if you just hang out for a few minutes and as soon as the attorney and the prosecutor get back, I'll call the case.
Sí, vamos a esperar un momentito en lo que ellos llaman el caso, ante el abogado y la fiscalía hablen, entonces van a llamar el caso.
Actually, while we're waiting, they tell him to unmute lower left.
En la parte de abajo izquierda está el botón que el micrófono lo tienes en mudo en estos momentos.
Ahora.
Perfect. Mr. Negron, can you raise your right hand? Solemnly swear or affirm that you'll translate from English to Spanish and Spanish to English to the best of your ability, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, so just hang out for a few minutes so we get them back.
Sí, vamos a esperar un momentito en lo que ellos regresen.
Okay.
Mr. Negron?
Yes.
When the judge comes back on, I'm going to ask her to put us in a breakout room with Mr. Lopez Rodriguez so we can discuss the plea offer.
Yes.
And Mr. Glaza, if you can just re-hit join to that breakout room number 2, and I will send them both there. Mr. Negron, if you can tell him to hit join.
Sí, tiene que darle al botón que dice join o añadir o juntarse al grupo.
Oh, se me fue ahora mismo. Que tengo problema con la señal acá.
He's saying that he has some problems with his signal.
Ahora se me acabó de ir ahora mismo cuando le iba a dar.
Toca la pantalla.
Ok. Si la estoy tocando, ¿dónde le doy? Abajo me dice mute, stop video, Sage. Pues.
Dice breakout rooms.
Ok, aquí está. Le doy a eso, ¿verdad?
Entonces dice join breakout room número 2. Number 2, correct, Your Honor?
Correct.
Sí, número 2.
He got it.
Good morning.
Morning.
All right, can you hear me
Good
still?
morning, Mr. Gilbert. What case are you here on?
Kirk Ridge.
Oh, you're way early.
I didn't want to miss it. I forgot, Your Honor. I didn't know what time it was. I didn't want to miss it.
No, that's fine. That's fine. It's not until 12 o'clock.
Okay, so I'll come back then.
Come back at noon. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
What about me? You gotta do a lot of waiting.
Mr. Piotrowski, what case are you on?
Well, top of the morning to you, Your Honor, or
Good
am I
morning.
a day late for that greeting?
Yeah.
I am here on Tarek Reader.
Yeah, what time is that case set?
I'm a little bit early, but I thought I'd like to talk to the city prosecutor if possible.
What time is it set at?
I believe at 10:30.
Yeah, no, it's not on my docket. What is it? Do you know what department it is?
City of Belleville.
You're in the wrong place. You need to go to Judge Oakley's courtroom number 2. Mr. Reader, can you hear me? He's still trying to connect.
Looks like you just connected.
Mr. Reader, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got my
Your
audio
attorney
on
is
now.
on here with you. You are in the wrong courtroom. It is courtroom number 2 with Judge Oakley. So,
Oh, okay.
your attorney, if you came through the website, go back to the website and hit courtroom number 2, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right.
In between now and then, Tarek, take your hat off. Thank you.
Yeah.
All
All
right,
right.
sorry.
You're all set. Thank you.
I love the background,
All
Judge.
Oh, thanks. It's a green screen.
A good one.
It's not real.
I know. Have a good day.
Yeah,
When are you getting into the new place? Real quickly. I'm sorry.
Within 30
everybody.
days, next
Excellent.
month.
Excellent. Very good. Stay safe.
All right, thanks.
Yep.
Mr. Garris on Benjamin Fader.
We've had an opportunity to discuss the matter, and he wishes to tender a plea to the reduced charges.
Volvió para atrás.
Can you please, Mr. Lopez, can you ask him, Mr. Negron, can you ask him to unmute himself while I'm taking this plea? You're muted though, Mr. Negron.
Ponlo en mudo por ahora.
Sí, que tengo problema con el teléfono acá. Ok, vamos por ahí.
Ok, ponlo en mudo. Gracias.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Garris, and was that to a fail to report and an impaired, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And Mr. Fader, you understand that by pleading guilty to the added count of impaired driving and the fail to report that you're giving up your rights as listed in the advice of rights form, that you're
Yes,
not
Your
going to
Honor.
have a trial of any kind, you're going to plead to these two reduced charges?
Yes, Your Honor.
And is it true that on or about November the 2nd, you were in Van Buren Township and you had consumed alcohol before getting behind the wheel of the vehicle that you were driving?
Yes, Your Honor.
As a result of your consumption of alcohol, your ability to drive was impaired?
Yes, Your Honor.
You took a breathalyzer and blew above the legal limit?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand this plea?
Yes, I do.
And is it voluntary?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anybody promise you or threaten you to get you to plead guilty in this matter?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Garris, is it Garis?
Right, Your Honor.
Sorry. I don't have a appearance in the file. Can I get your P number?
26736. I forwarded one to the court yesterday afternoon.
Yeah,
You
I
should
think
have-
they just didn't put it in the file yet, but I
Okay.
wanted to make sure I made the notation. Mr. Fader, can I get your cell number and your email for the probation department?
Sure, my cell is 313-622-4607.
Email?
Is Ben, Ben, Fader, FADERINC @gmail.com.
How is that the way?
At Gmail? Got it.
Yep.
Probation's gonna send you some paperwork. Make sure you fill it out and send it back to them. Then she's gonna talk to you like this about the pre-sentence, and then we'll do a sentencing. And Mr. Garris, they'll be in touch.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
You too.
On People versus Carlos Lopez Rodriguez, Mr. Glaza, did you have an opportunity to speak to the prosecutor and to your client?
I just need to finish up with my client, Your Honor. He got booted off before.
You know what? I saw that it ended. I saw that it ended. I will open, let me close this out. Hang on one second. Only because the way it is right now, it makes you rejoin, and that's probably more confusing than if I just hit a join. So let me start it again. Okay. Now, if everybody joins, Mr. Negron, if you tell him to go ahead and hit join.
Dale el botón que dice join otra vez.
Cheryl Meadows, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
What case are you on?
I'm with my nephew,
Oh,
Christopher
okay,
Meadows.
with Christopher, okay. And we're waiting on his attorney, Mr. Hill?
Yes.
Yep. So just hang out until Mr. Hill gets on.
And there was a silence.
Can hear you, Mother.
I can hear you too.
Of course.
You're back, Mr. Mays. What's up?
I've got Lori Myers coming up.
Corey Myers, what time?
Lori. 10:30.
Okay. Are you expecting him on?
Her.
Okay, let me pull the file.
And, okay, thank you.
Hello?
We can hear you.
Oh, sorry.
Hang on just a second, Miss C. I'll pull your file.
Thank you.
Miss Manarino,
Yes, Your Honor.
on Tina C, the false pretenses, what's the offer?
1 second, Judge.
Mr. Jadala?
Judge, there is no offer on that one. I had spoken with I believe it was whoever the MIDC attorney was last time. I don't remember if it was Mr. Jadala or not about that one. I think we had adjourned it, but it doesn't look like it was Sammer.
It just said adjourned. It was in front of Judge Oakley at some point. It said adjourned to seek attorney advice.
Okay, so there's no offer on that one. There's $782.97 in restitution.
$782.97.
Yes, Your
Mr. Jadala, it's a false pretenses. If she pleads guilty, the fine will be $345 with the restitution of $782, so just over $1,000. I won't put her on probation. I'm gonna put her in a breakout room with you, okay? Mr. Jadala, did you got it? Miss C, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with the court-appointed attorney. Just hit join. Okay? On People versus Carlos Lopez Rodriguez.
We're ready to go, Your Honor.
Recalling that case, what are we doing?
We are going to accept the plea to the reduced charge of impaired driving.
Se llama otra vez el caso número 20 BB 05799. ¿Qué vamos a hacer en esta situación? Vamos a aceptar el cargo reducido en este caso.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up your rights as in the advice of rights form?
Señor, ¿usted entiende que por declararse culpable está rechazando todos los derechos que usted tuviera en la acta de derechos?
Yeah.
And is it true that on or about December the 10th, you were in Van Buren Township?
Es correcto que usted estaba durante la fecha de diciembre 10 en el condado de Van Buren.
Yeah.
And you had consumed alcohol before getting behind the wheel of the vehicle that you were driving?
¿Y usted consumió una bebida alcohólica antes de estar antes de manejar esa tarde?
Sí, pero es como yo le había explicado al abogado y a la guardia cuando me detuvo. Yo me detuve allí porque mi guagua se rompió. Yo iba para un hotel. Me iba a quedar en un hotel. Y sí, yo había comprado una cerveza, las tenía allí, pero como me quedé allí, me las bebí allí parado porque yo tenía que esperar que aquí me fuera a buscar. Yo sé que fue un error mío haberme las tomado allí. Pero yo no estaba conduciendo, yo me las bebí cuando mi guagua se quedó allí, yo estaba solo, eran las 1 de la mañana, estuve 4 horas hasta que la oficial se paró, que eran como las 5 de la mañana.
Yes, yes, I did. I did buy some drinks But like I explained to my lawyer and I explained to the police officer, my vehicle did break down on the side of the road. I was going to the hotel. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning. As I was waiting, I did start drinking, as I explained to the officer. But my vehicle did break down, and that was like around 5 o'clock in the morning where they actually stopped.
I can develop this a little bit more if you want, Judge.
Go ahead.
But Carlos, is it true that your vehicle was broke down, was on the roadway? Even if it was on the side of the roadway, was on the roadway?
Dame explicar eso un poquito más, su señoría. Puedes hacerlo. Carlos, pero es cierto de que el vehículo que usted estaba manejando, que sí se quedó o no lo podía manejar porque se había dañado. Estaban al lado del camino, pero todavía estaba en el camino, que todavía está en la carretera.
Estaba en el shoulder cerca de una entrada de un puesto de gasolina, porque se había roto, yo no lo había visto, se me había roto una manga de la transmisión y no la podía mover y tenía que esperar hasta por la mañana porque el sitio era bien oscuro, hacía frío y por eso fue que el vehículo también estaba prendido, estaba casi a 20 grados ese día.
Yes, it was on the shoulder, going into a gas station. The vehicle was running because it was cold that day, you know.
Okay,
So that's
yeah,
what-
and if the vehicle's running, I mean, that is considered operating.
Yes.
Sí,
In the
y
state
sí.
of Michigan, under the law, it's considered to be operating the vehicle because you were on the roadway. And,
Because it's running, and it's running.
Sí, en el estado aquí de Michigan, porque el vehículo estaba encendido, estaba prendido, eso considerar que el vehículo estaba manejando. Y como estaba al lado del camino, también se considera en el estado de Michigan que estabas manejando el vehículo. Por eso que hay este cargo en su contra.
And do you understand this plea?
¿Usted entiende la oferta que te están dando, te están ofreciendo?
Yes, ma'am.
And is it voluntary?
Y es
Yes,
voluntario.
ma'am.
Anybody promise you or threaten you to get you to plead in this matter?
¿Alguien te prometió algo en adicional para que usted se declare en este caso?
No.
No.
I'll accept the plea. I'm going to set it over for sentencing.
Voy a aceptar su declaración y lo vamos a poner para sentencia ahora.
I need a email and a cell phone number for him, and then I'm going to mark the file that it needs an interpreter also.
you.
Necesito su correo electrónico y su número de teléfono y lo vamos a marcar que también necesitas un intérprete.
787, área code 513-5778.
787 area code 513-5778.
And an email?
Correo electrónico.
Aneudi López 25 @gmail.com.
Your Honor, I'm going to ask the spelling of the first word.
It's ANEUDY.
ANUDY. López 25.
Ajá, espérate, se me olvidó deletrearlo. ANEUDY. López 25 @gmail.com.
So that's
And I have-
Aneudi Lopez 25 @gmail.com.
At Gmail. And did I spell the first name right? ANEUDY?
That is correct, Your Honor.
Okay,
Yep.
at Gmail.
Your Honor,
Okay.
I put that in the chat as well.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yep, I
Yeah.
got it. Perfect.
Okay.
Then probation will be in touch and she's gonna send him some paperwork that you or some other interpreter will go through with him, and then we'll set it up for a sentencing like this.
Entonces te van a enviar unos documentos por correo electrónico del departamento de probatoria. Entonces lo vamos a hacer otra vez. Lo más seguro que vas a tener un intérprete que te va a poder ayudar con esos documentos también.
Ok.
Okay.
Anything else for today?
¿Algo
Nothing further.
adicional? ¿Algo
All right,
adicional por hoy?
You're all set. Thank you very much.
Eso es todo por hoy. Muchas gracias.
Thank you. Have a good day.
All right, have a good
Thank
day. Thanks.
Thank you, Your
You
Honor.
too. Bye.
Mr. Jadala, are you ready on Tina C?
I am, Judge.
People versus Tina C. You had a breakout room with Miss C. What are we doing with this?
Yes, Your Honor. Respectfully, Sam Jadala, P62186. Your Honor, I've had the opportunity to speak with Ms. C and convey the offer. At this time, Your Honor, we're going to respectfully request this matter be set for a final pretrial where all witnesses will be required to appear, and in the meantime, to have some discovery, Judge.
You wanted the victim to appear, did you say?
At the final pretrial, yes, Your Honor, to see if they're going to move forward, Your Honor. We have reasons to believe that that will not be the case.
Ms. Manarino, did you speak to the victim in this case?
1 second, Judge, let me see. I believe. Judge, I'm not sure. I'm looking for the report right now. I don't remember if I did or not.
That's okay. I'm gonna make a notation.
For the pretrial, and if we're gonna dismiss, I'll let Mr. Jadala know. In advance.
Okay, then I'll set it for a final pretrial, May the 6th at 9:50 with Judge Oakley, and I'll note the file victim to appear.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, you're all set, Ms. C.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
I have Christopher Meadows that we're still waiting on the attorney. I have Mr. Mays on Lori Myers. Gary's iPad, what's your name?
Lori Myers.
Oh, you are Miss Myers. Okay, then I'm not
Yes.
waiting for you. People versus Lori Myers. Mr.
Good
Mays.
morning. Yes, good morning, Your Honor. William Mays on behalf of Ms. Myers. The prosecutor and I have had an opportunity to discuss this matter. We're asking for one more adjournment. We think that we might be able to resolve this case at a next pretrial.
I have a May the 6th at 10 o'clock,
That's fine.
and that's with Judge Oakley.
That's fine. Yes. Thank you very much.
All right, did you hear that, Miss Myers? That's your next date.
Yes, I did. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. All right, have
Thank
a
you
good
all very
day.
much.
Thank
Thank
you. And Mr. Meadows, we're still waiting on your attorney. On the iPhone, what's your last name? The iPhone that just joined us. What's the
My
last
name
name?
is Walkland, Rachel Walkland.
Wait a minute, what's your last name in your iPhone?
No, that's fine, that's fine. Rachel, Mr. Bowditch, that's your client.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you need a breakout with her or are you good?
We would need a breakout room, Your Honor.
Miss Walkland, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with your attorney. So all you're gonna have to do is hit join.
Okay, thank you.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
Judge.
Hang on just a second. Go ahead and hit join. Mr. Bowditch, are you ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
We need to get her back. Hang on. Yeah, let me close it out. She's not.
I instructed her, Your Honor. Maybe she thought I would do that for this.
No, it's a never-ending problem that I have. It's not. People don't know how to get out. Miss Walkland, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you just fine.
Okay, Mr. Bowditch, People versus Rachel Walken.
Your Honor, Jeff Bowditch, 45367, appearing on behalf of and with Miss Walken. Your Honor, we adjourned this from January because we thought that there might be another charge pending. And we all agreed that we would, if the other charge was pending, that we would pick this date and combine the two and then ask for a pretrial on both of them. I'm
I
not
have
sure.
a pretrial. There is another charge. There's the disorderly.
I think it's the same event, Your Honor, if I'm not
It is the
mistaken.
same event. There are two charges. There's a disorderly and an MDOP.
Yes, Your Honor. The MDOP.
You think that there's
should have been
let me ask the question, Mr. Bowditch. You think that there's another charge on top of these two?
No, Your Honor. At the last court date, the disorderly person had not been filed yet.
Okay, so it is filed now and I have it in front of me.
Yes, Your Honor. Could I speak with Miss Manarino for just a moment?
Yes.
Thank you, Judge.
Miss Murdoch, I checked you in. I'll be with you in just a couple minutes, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome. Good morning, Mr. Morris. What case are you on? Unmute yourself, Laura. Thank you.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Good morning. My case number is
What is your last name? It's the
Morris.
last name Morris?
yes,
What time is it set at?
1050.
Oh, I gotcha. Hang on just a second and I'll pull your file.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Meadows, do you want to try to call your attorney to find out where he is? Mr. Bowditch, are you all set on Walkland?
Yes, Your Honor.
People versus Rachel Walkland.
Your Honor, once again, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Ms. Wolken. Your Honor, after speaking with Ms. Manarino, the prosecutor, we decided that we're going to share a little bit of discovery in this matter, and we're requesting a second pretrial if we could.
I have a pretrial date of 9 a.m. on May the 6th.
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you hear that, Ms. Walkland?
Yes, I did.
That's May the 6th, and it's with Judge Oakley at 9 a.m. So courtroom number 2.
Your Honor, I apologize. Could I go into a breakout room with Ms. Wolken once again for just a moment?
Yes.
Thank you, Judge.
You have to rejoin number 1 and shoot. Is she the iPhone?
Yeah.
I think so, Your Honor.
Okay, yep, okay, I got you.
Breakout room number 1, Your Honor.
Correct.
Thank you.
Go ahead and hit join, Ms. Walkland. Miss Manarino, I have, well, maybe I have Bradley Chandler. No, maybe I lost him. Miss Murdoch, do you have an attorney?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Is there an offer on Miss Murdoch's case?
Your Honor, I spoke with the complainant in this matter. She's requesting to dismiss, so at this time, the people would move to dismiss.
All right, Miss Murdoch, I'm gonna dismiss this case. You do
Praise
know
God.
that you're on a payment plan for us. Did you make your payment on March the 4th?
No, ma'am, I'm at work right now. They let me go on lunch early to do this today. So as soon as I get out of here today, I will go make the payment, madam. I made
Okay.
it last month.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead and make the payment, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
You're all set. Thank you very
Thank you
much.
so
Have a
much.
good
Thank
day.
You also. Bye-bye.
Mr. Potts, you're here on Christopher Meadows.
Yes, good morning, Judge. I'm standing in for Attorney Ryan Hill.
And Miss Manarino, is there an offer in this case?
Could I speak with Mr. Potts, Your Honor?
Absolutely. Mr. Potts, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Miss Manarino. Miss Manarino, I'm moving you to 2.
Thank you, Judge.
And Mr.
Okay.
Potts, if you go ahead and hit join. And Mr. Meadows, if you just hang out for a minute. And then Mr. Morris, Mr. Bowditch is your attorney. I'll have him talk to you next, okay?
All right,
So
thank you.
just hang out.
Okay.
Mr. Chandler, can you hear
Yes.
me? I have you checked in. Just wait a few minutes and I'll get to you.
Okay, ma'am.
Mr. Walker, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Same thing. I have you checked in. Just give me a couple of minutes and I'll get to you.
Okay. Thank you.
Mr. Bowditch,
Mr. Chandler, Your Honor?
no, what I want to know is you're all set with the file on Walkland, right?
Yes, Your Honor. I just wanted to exchange a couple phone numbers.
Okay. And then, no, next is Mr. Morris is your client who's been waiting before Mr. Chandler.
Oh, fine, Judge.
People versus Wayne Morris. Is there an offer in this matter?
No, Your Honor, and there's $621.45 in restitution.
621.45.
Yes, Your Honor.
Your Honor, there's an accompanying case with Mr. Force also.
That's right, and he's a no-show.
Could I go in a breakout room for just a second with Miss Manarino?
Yes. You're still in room number 1. I'll move Miss Manarino to room number 1.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Potts, what are we doing on Mr. Meadows' case?
We're just adjourning it, Your Honor. Apparently, Madam Prosecutor just had a chance to review the video, and her and Attorney Ryan Hill wanted to have a discussion about it before we move forward.
I can do 10:20 on May the 6th.
That works for defense, Your Honor.
And that's with Judge Oakley.
Okay.
He's standing in for Mr. Hill. Do you need his P number for today? Can I get your P number, Mr. Potts?
It's 78607.
So May the 6th, it'll be courtroom number 2 at 10:20.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. And you're all set for today.
All right. Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
I see Vivian Meadows on here. Is that my
Yes,
client?
that's his aunt and he's also on. They're both on.
Okay, so they're here.
Grandmother.
Grandmother, I apologize. I apologize.
Okay, I just want to make sure they heard what was going on. Okay,
Yep,
thank
do
you.
you understand that it's adjourned to that date, okay? So you're all set for today.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
And on your trial date.
Mr. Hill, Mr. Potts already did it and adjourned it to May the 6th at 10:20.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're
I appreciate
welcome.
it.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Ichabod. What case are you on?
Your Honor, I'm this morning on VORL BUS, B-U-S.
Are you expecting Mr. Boos?
If needed, he's out of state. He's not from Michigan. If needed, I can grab him by phone, but I wanted to see if I may speak to the prosecutor.
Yep, she's in a breakout room, so give me just a couple minutes, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
We got a couple cases before yours, so give me just a minute.
No problem, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thanks. Mr. Bowditch, are you ready on People versus Wayne Morris?
Yes, Your Honor.
What are we doing?
I need to talk with Mr. Morris, Your Honor.
You're already assigned to breakout room number 1. Mr. Morris, all you're gonna have to do is hit join.
Okay.
Go ahead and hit join. Miss Manarino, I have Mr. Ichabod here on Virial Boost. Did you want to talk to her, Mr. Ichabod?
Yes, please, if it's possible, please.
Miss Manarino, I'm going to move you to breakout room number 2, and I'll have him join you there.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yep, you're welcome. And then Mr. Chandler, you're next, and then Mr. Walker.
Okay.
Miss Manarino, let's go ahead and do Mr. Boos's case. People versus Viral Boos.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Radu Yakoban, P72819, on behalf of defendant Viral Bus.
What are we doing with this case this morning?
Your Honor, I had a chance to speak with the district prosecutor, and on behalf of my client, would like to make ourselves available to the plea agreement that the counselor was extended to us with a couple of questions that we wanted to ask along with that plea.
What's the plea offer, Miss Manarino?
We would amend the assault and battery to disorderly under 771 for 3 months. Your Honor, defense counsel's concern is that being reported during that 3 months. And it's my recollection, I wanted to confirm with the court that would not be entered on his criminal history during those.
I'll make a note not to report it.
Thank you, Your Honor.
But are you going to get your client on?
Yes, I'm calling him right now to get on Zoom.
Okay, perfect. Then while we're waiting on Mr. Boos, I have Mr. Chandler here. Miss Manarino, I think I'm going to need Mr. Jadala on this. What's the offer on Bradley Chandler?
There's not an offer on that, Judge.
And
Okay.
Your Honor, I believe about it, Jeff is assigned to Mr. Bradley.
Oh, Mr. Chandler,
And,
I
Mr.
apologize.
Bowditch and I spoke about Mr. Chandler when we were in the last breakout room.
Okay, all right, that's fine. Well, Mr. Jadala, let me, I have Bryce Walker on here also. On Mr. Walker's case, is there an offer?
There is not, Your Honor.
Mr. Jadala, Mr. Walker, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with the court-appointed attorney. Mr. Jadala, it'd be 345 straight up.
Non-reporting, Judge?
No, I'm not doing, it's just a fine.
And Samar, there may be a claim for restitution. I haven't gotten the information from the victim on that one, but I did speak with them and there is a potential to claim for restitution.
Mr. Walker, go ahead and hit join. And Mr. Jadala, I would do it today, and if there's a claim for restitution, then they can contact and we would have a hearing.
Thank you, Judge.
On the K51, what's your last name?
Flake.
Terrell?
Yes.
Miss Manorino, is there an offer on Mr. Flake's case?
No, Your Honor.
Is this all out of a same incident?
No, Walker and Walklin are, but Mr. Flake is a separate incident.
Okay, hang on a second, Mr. Flake. I'm gonna have you talk to the court-appointed attorney.
Okay.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
I have Mr. Viorel Bus on the phone. He
That's
does not have
fine.
Zoom.
No. That's totally fine. Can you hear me, Mr. Booth?
Yes,
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up your, what's the deferral, Ms. Manorino, for how many months?
3 months he was
Your
Your
Honor.
Honor.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty to this charge that you're giving up your rights as listed in the advice of rights form?
yes,
And is it true that on or about May the 30th of last year, you were in Van Buren Township and you were acting in a disorderly fashion?
can you repeat, please? I can hear you.
Yes,
I hear you, but I don't hear you good. Can you repeat, please?
yes, that on May the 30th of last year, you were in Van Buren and you were acting in a disorderly manner.
Yes,
I'll accept your plea. I'll defer it under 771. I'm writing do not report. It's a $300 ticket. Can you pay that within 30 days?
yes,
And you can pay that online on our website. You can mail it in, or you could bring it live, although I think you're out of state. That's probably unlikely.
Your Honor, I will make sure that we timely and promptly take care of this matter.
Perfect. And then you're all set. Thank you.
Your Honor, thank you so much. I appreciate
You're
it.
welcome. Have a great day. Mr.
Counselor, thank you.
Jadala,
Thank you.
did you speak to somebody? No.
Mr. Walker, yes, Judge. I spoke to Mr. Walker, Your Honor, and at this time, we're just requesting if this court can, I'm not sure if the court can, take this matter under a no contest plea for civil liability purposes.
Okay. Do you understand that, Mr. Walker?
Yes, ma'am.
And you understand that by pleading no contest, you're giving up your rights as listed in the advice of rights form?
Yes, ma'am.
And I'll adopt the police report. I'm not going to read it into the record. It is a $200 ticket and the state adds $145 for a total of $345. Can you pay that within 30 days?
Yes, ma'am.
Make sure, I'm going to write pay within 30 days. If for some reason we get a notification that there's a request for restitution, we'll reach out and have a hearing.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
And you can pay that online, you can pay it live, or you can mail it in.
Okay, thank you.
All right? Okay, thank you. You're all set.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. And then, Mr. Chandler's with Mr. Bowditch, Mr. Morris is with Mr. Bowditch, and then we have Mr. Flake, who is on here, and there's no offer on that. Mr. Jadala, it would be the same thing, $345. Mr. Flake, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with the court-appointed attorney. Mr. Jadala, if you could rejoin 3, and I'll send Mr. Flake there.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks. And just hit join, sir.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes, Mr. Forrest, I checked you in. Just hang out.
All right, thank you.
Ms. Manarino, on Mr. Forrest, is there an offer?
Your Honor, I spoke with Mr. Bowditch about that case when we were in the breakout room as well.
All
he-
right, and then on Ms. DeGuire, who just joined us, is there an offer on Ms. DeGuire?
1 second, Judge. No, there is not. There's no restitution on that one, though.
Ms. DeGuire, I have the court-appointed attorney in a breakout room right now, if you'd like to talk to him. There's no offer on the table. If you plead guilty, it would just be a fine. It would be a total of $395. Are you interested in taking that offer, or you have to unmute yourself, lower left?
Okay, yes, yeah, I would like to take that offer, please.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up your rights as listed in the advice or rights form?
Yeah,
And is it true that on September the 25th of last year, you were in Van Buren Township and you took property from a local retail store without paying for it?
yes,
I'll accept your plea. I'll assess the $395, which includes a $50 late fee.
Okay.
Can you pay that within 30 days, or do you need a payment plan?
yeah, can I have a payment plan, please?
Can you pay 50 or $100 a month?
Yeah, I can definitely pay $50 a month, and if I have more, I'll pay it.
Okay, I'll make it $50 a month. They'll send you the payment plan. Is your phone number 734-419-4870?
Yes,
And an email of Nicole13mac@gmail.com.
yes,
We will send you the payment plan. Make the payments. You're all set for today. Thank you.
thank you, bye-bye.
Yep, bye. Mr. Flake?
Yes.
All right, Miss Manarino, I apologize. Did you say you talked to Mr. Bowditch about Mr. Flake?
Your Honor,
No.
I was just speaking to Mr.
Yeah,
Flake.
Mr. Jadala. spoke with-
Okay, Mr. Jadala. Got it. All right, Mr. Jadala, are you ready on Mr. Flake?
Yes, Your Honor. Respectfully, Sam Jadala, P62186, appearing on behalf of Mr. Flake. Your Honor, I've had the opportunity to speak with Mr. Flake. He'd like to avail himself to the offer where he'll be pleading guilty as charged to 1 count of assault and battery, and he understands his only requirement would be to pay a fine of $345. He understands the rights he is waiving by taking that plea.
Is that correct, Mr. Flake?
Yes.
And you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up your rights as listed in the advice or rights form?
Yes.
And is it true that on or about November the 27th, you were involved in an incident that you assaulted someone, pushed, shoved, unconsented touching?
I did push her on accident. That's pretty much about it. Yes.
I'll accept your plea and assess the $345. Can you pay that within 30 days, or do you need a payment plan?
I need a payment plan. I just got done paying you guys yesterday for no proof of insurance ticket. I don't know if you guys might be able to add it to that and I guess a payment slip.
If you paid us off, we probably, if there's an existing payment plan, we would add it to it, but otherwise we'll have to start a new payment plan. Can you pay $50 or $75 a month, something like that?
Yes. I could do 50 a month.
50 a month. Okay, that's fine. Can I get a cell phone number and an email?
734-353-6194. And
And an email. Yep.
TerrellFlake@yahoo.com.
All right, you are all set.
All right, thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
All right.
And when you make the payments, you can make them online, pay them live, in person, or mail them in, okay?
I got one more question. I've been sending in a little bit of extra on the proof of insurance, so I don't necessarily know how much I still owe on that. I know it should be around $50 or so.
You should, and they can maybe, I'm gonna make a note to add it into an existing payment plan. I don't see one on the front of this file, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, because every time I get online and try to pay it, it says that it's already been paid. But when I did contact them, they said I still owe like $155.
Michelle, can we figure out if he owes still? Michelle? Terrell Flake. Hold on just a second, Mr. Flake, and we're checking.
All right,
Mr. Bowditch, what case were you,
We're ready on Mr. Morris, Your Honor.
People versus Wayne Morris?
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch, 45367, appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Morris. Your Honor, I've discussed this with prosecution. I've discussed this with Mr. Morris. At this time, we're requesting a bench trial.
By Zoom?
In person, Your Honor.
Mr. Morris, you understand that you can appear by Zoom or in person? Your attorneys, can you unmute yourself? You understand that you can appear in person or by Zoom? Your attorney's indicating you want to appear in person, is that correct?
I might have to do it by Zoom.
Yeah, if you want to do it by Zoom, you're allowed to, Mr. Bowditch.
I might have to do it by Zoom.
I understand, Your Honor.
I'm looking at the date of April the 8th at 12 o'clock.
Okay. It's just because I watch my small son during the day.
No. I'm not. I would prefer you do them by Zoom. You're not offending me.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Judge.
And Ms. Manarino, that date is good for you?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
And it's going to be in the same place in courtroom number 3, okay, Mr. Morris?
Okay. I'll make a note of that now. April.
It's going to stay with you, Judge Green?
It is. That's why I said it on my, yes.
Okay.
All right.
All right. I appreciate it.
Thank you,
that,
Mr.
Ms.
Morris.
Manarino?
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
You got that?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, we're all set on that. You're all set, Mr. Morris. We'll see you on April the 8th in 3
All right.
weeks.
See you then. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Mr. Bowditch on Mr. Chandler. Do you need a breakout room with him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Hang on one second, Michelle. Have you talked to Ms. Manarino on that case already?
Yes, Judge, we have.
All right, then go ahead, Mr. Chandler, and hit join on room number 1. Mr. Forrest or Flake?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Flake, she says that 2 days ago you owed $95. So I'm going to add this to the existing payment plan and they'll send you something, okay?
Okay, I just made a payment yesterday for $50.
Okay, so it's $45 then, okay?
Okay.
All right,
thank you.
perfect. Thanks. Have a great day.
All right, you too. Thank you.
Mr. Forrest, you'll be next.
Okay, thank you.
I have Mr. Calvetti joining,
That one's mine, Your Honor.
and that's a dismissal.
Yes, the officer is unable to attend today, so people move to dismiss.
Mr. Calvetti, I'm going to dismiss your case and they'll return the bonds, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a nice day.
Wow. You have a
Easiest thing
wonderful,
you did today. Yeah, exactly.
thank you. Have a great day.
Judge, I think that's the last thing for me today.
If I need you, I'll text you.
All right, thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day.
Judge, I have a trial and Judge Oakley at 11. Should I hang out for about 2 more minutes to see if anybody
Yeah,
else
that'd
shows
be
up?
great. If you can hang out for a few more, and then if I need you, I'll have to either use Jeff or something.
I'll hang out, Judge. I just wanted to let you know. Judge
Okay.
Oakley did text me and I told him I need some time. I just wanted to
Oh,
clear it
no,
with
no,
you.
go ahead. You know what? Go ahead and go, and I'll use Bowditch.
Judge Green, it's been a pleasure seeing you today.
Thank you very much, Sam.
Absolutely. Have a wonderful day,
Bye.
Judge.
You too. Mr. Dunlap, I just checked you in, so just hang out for a few minutes, okay?
Thank you so much.
You're
Okay.
welcome. You're back.
Yes, Your Honor, it was Judge Oakley called the dismissal. No complaining witness appeared.
Okay, Miss Manarino, is there an offer on Mr. Dunlap?
Oh, sorry, Judge. Yes, 771 for 6 months.
$300, Mr. Jadella.
Got it.
Mr. Dunlap, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with the court-appointed attorney. So all you have to do is hit join and he'll talk to you about the plea offer.
Was that a $300, a 3 months, 771?
Yep.
Got it.
Oh, I don't know. She didn't say. Is it 3 months, Angela?
6 months.
6 months.
Got it.
Mr. Jadala on Mr. Dunlap.
Respectfully, Your Honor, Samra Jadala, P62186, appearing on behalf of Mr. Dunlap. For purposes of arraignment, we waive formal reading and stand mute. For purposes of the pretrial, Mr. Dunlap understands the rights he is waiving by availing himself to the plea today. He'll be pleading guilty to 1 count. He'll be taken under advisement under delayed sentence for 6 months. and it will be dismissed after that. He understands the rights he is waiving by doing that, Judge.
Is that correct, sir?
Yes.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up your rights as listed in the advice rights form? And is it true that on December the 24th, you were in Van Buren Township and you took property from a local retailer without paying for it?
Yes.
I'll accept your plea. I'll defer it for 6 months, assess the $300. I see you're on a payment plan with us. What is the payment plan? How much are you paying a month?
It's 100. It's 150 a month.
Can I add this to that at 150 a month?
Can I add it to 50? Because that'll be 300. That'll be.
No. This will add to the end of your payment plan. It'll just continue.
To the end. Oh, okay. Yes. I'm sorry. Yes.
I'll do the 150 a month payment plan. Added to existing pay. Yeah, so it'll just continue. And can I get a cell phone number and an email? Although they probably have it on the other file.
Excuse me. Yes. It's 313-702-2519.
Okay, and an email?
Yes, it's DARIUSEDUNLAP 88 @gmail.com.
Okay, perfect. All right, we'll add this in, make the payments, no trouble for the 6 months. You don't have to come back. We'll pull your record and dismiss it. All right?
Okay. So it is going to be just 150 that's added to the end.
They're just going to continue it. Exactly.
Okay, and it's a total of 300. So it'll be
Correct.
just two
Two
more
more
months.
payments. Yep.
Okay.
All right, you're all set. Yep, thank you. Mr. Bowditch on Mr. Chandler.
Your Honor, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Chandler. Mr. Chandler is going to plead guilty to operating while intoxicated, driving while license suspended, and fail to stop without an insured, clear, safe distance. Your Honor, I strike that. He's going to be pleading no contest, possible civil litigation.
Yeah, I have paperwork from the insurance company in the file, but we'll deal with that at sentencing. So it's a plea straight up on everything.
Yes, Your Honor, unfortunately.
You understand, Mr. Chandler, by pleading guilty, you're giving up your rights as listed in the advice or rights form?
Yes, Your Honor.
And is it true that on or
Your
about?
Honor, it's a no contest plea, Your Honor.
Oh, no contest. I apologize. That you're not contesting any of these charges? Do you understand that? You're not contesting any of these charges?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll adopt the police report for purposes of the record, but I'm not gonna read the police report into the record. Do you understand this plea?
Yes.
And is it voluntary?
Yes.
Anybody promise you or threaten you to get you to plead no contest in this matter?
No, ma'am.
I'll accept your plea. I'm gonna set this over for a sentencing date with Miss Rapp. I have a phone number for you of 276-312-0590. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And a email address of bradc12.dc@gmail.com.
.bc@gmail.com.
It's .bc.
Yes, ma'am.
Michelle, are you gonna amend the email on this when I just did it? Okay, it's on the main file. It's on the intoxicated file. We'll amend that email. She's gonna send you some information. You need to fill it out and get back with her. Then she's gonna interview you and then you'll be sentenced like this and Mr. Bowditch will be notified, okay?
Okay.
All right, you're all set for today, Mr. Chandler.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. And then Jonathan Forrest is last. Do you need to speak to Mr. Forrest, Mr. Bowditch?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Forrest, can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Mr. Bowditch. So all you have to do is hit join. Mr. Bowditch, go back to breakout room number 1.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks. Hey, Sam, you're good. You can go.
Thank you, Judge. Once again, pleasure seeing you.
Yeah, you too. I'll see you later. Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Mr. Bowditch, did you talk to Mr. Forrest?
Yes, Your Honor.
And are you ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
Let me get him. He didn't come back out.
Did you take any pictures of the stuff with Sheldon?
I thought I took video.
There he is. All right. People versus Jonathan Forrest. What are we doing?
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch, appearing on behalf of and with Mr. Forrest. This time, Your Honor, we are requesting a bench trial. It can be
I'm gonna
by
do
Zoom,
it,
Your Honor.
I'll do the bench trial the same day, Miss Manorino, on that April the 8th at 12:30.
Yes, Your Honor. I think it's the same witnesses for both incidents, so that would be great.
Okay, and Mr. Forrest, you can do that live or on Zoom. It's your preference if you want to come live in the building or do it by Zoom.
Zoom is fine, Your Honor.
Okay, then we will set this April 8th at 12:30. All right?
Thank you so much.
Okay,
Thank you,
perfect.
Judge.
Thank you very much. Have a great day. Miss Manorino, thanks.
Thanks,
Uh,
Judge.
Angela? Can I get some discovery on this?
No, Jack, you cannot have discovery. Yeah, I'll get you everything.
Thank you,
Do you
Madam
want,
Prosecutor.
do you want